Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim Aslan here with another crypto update. Hope you all had an amazing weekend. Happy Monday. I want to post an update because we've gotten some movement here on the charts, and this will be a pretty simple update, but just a few things that I'm looking at. Maybe I'll look at some alts as well. So stay tuned for this video. I'm going to aim to be around 10 minutes long. So first of all, here's what Bitcoin is looking at. Obviously, since Saturday evening, we've had this move up from these lows right here. So I'll go on the smaller time frame in a second. But the first thing I want to show you is not this one. Let me get my other chart. So here's the spot Bitcoin chart on Binance. And as you can see, these lows have been holding really well. And that was my original prediction back here in August. It's crazy how tight this range has been since then. But the main thing I wanted to point out is that we're testing this area again. And just a reminder, this area is the previous all-time high, used as support here, and turned to resistance here, here, and here. Now we went above it again, and it looks like we have a real opportunity to finally flipping it. And so I wanted to show you what the scenario looks like of if we can flip this. So I don't think it's going to be easy, but I'll show you how it should look. So first of all, if you look here, we have two equal highs. So what that means is this high right here, the secondary high, did not take out the first high. In this case, that means there's built up liquidity in both of these areas. So what we have to be careful about for the bulls is there's a chance that we're just going to come up, take all that liquidity from not only this one, but this one as well. And it looks like even this little one right here, we're going to potentially take the liquidity of all three of those and then come down. That is what the bears want and what the bulls need to be, a little bit hesitant about before we get excited when we come up to this area. Because I already know when we break this area, people on Twitter are going to get really excited. And yeah, that's always how it goes. So that's the most important thing to look out for. Not to mention that if you take a fib retracement from this high right here and move it down, actually we have the golden pocket that lines up right there as well. So it would be very, very possible to do something like this. So that's the preface for this move. If you want to take a short against the herd, you can do something like this. Okay, so that's scenario number one. Scenario number two, what all you bullish people watching are hoping for is we get just a strong move up here. Like, I don't want to see a little wick and then drop. Then it's most likely the first scenario. I want to see a strong move where we're crushing shorts. And then from there, we come down. And then people say, oh no, are we bearish again? Nope. Now we turn this support or this resistance into support. And we go moon. That's what you want to see, guys. That's exactly what you want to see. And if we do get this, here is the trade you take. Just like that. Very simple. Okay? Maybe even tighter if you want. And the other way you can catch this trade, let's say short-term top is right there. You go from this low right here, and you use the golden pocket. So let's say it goes a little higher, and I'm sure it will match more of this area, right? Something like that. Come into the golden pocket, stop loss down here, and we trade back up. So that's what you want to see. We don't want to see a little flimsy break of this high and come down, and then everybody says, oh, let's flip this into support. Most likely that won't be the case because we just took some liquidity and it was not strong enough. So that's what we want to see. Now looking at the 4-hour RSI, you can see that, first of all, this was a bearish divergence, which, played out to the downside. If we break this high again, there's a chance that we continue this bearish divergence. It would need to break that. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but there's a chance for that. And then on this indicator right here, which measures momentum, we are in the red zone, which is overbought, similar to the RSI. Something to keep in mind as well. So let's see the play out if we do drop from up here. If that's the case and we do just go like this, then after the amount of times that we tested this area and another rejection, then in that case I would be pretty confident of a move down here. If we can't, pump up and flip this. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. It's really simple, guys. I think people have been overcomplicating this range. I've been, not to toot my own horn, but I've been kind of doing really well in this range, trading ETH. And yeah, so let's see if that happens. I mean, this should play out in the next 24 hours, I'd imagine. I mean, there's a tiny possibility that we just drop from here. I mean, you see we rejected the 786. Personally, I would hate that because it wouldn't give us any entries. I just don't feel comfortable entering right here. I'm personally waiting for a sweep of this, and I'll probably try a short. If that short gets wrecked, then I'll flip to a long on the retest, right? Like I mentioned. So yeah, that's what we're looking for. But there's always a small possibility that this can just drop from here. In that case, I'd say that this would be like a triangle pattern. And so that would still yield the same result. But personally, for me, it wouldn't have given me an entry, which is okay. Next, I looked at Solana already, and there's a good potential for a trade on there. Hey guys, real quick, if you need a good place to trade and if you want to support my videos and the channel and you like the uploads that I've been doing recently, check out Bit2Next. They are the world's greatest trading platform in my opinion. They have amazing liquidity and really good user interface. I really like the charts that they have. You can enter directly on the charts and manage your position really, really well on the platform. And right now they're doing a huge deposit bonus campaign. So if you deposit just 2,000 USDT, you're going to get a 400 USDT deposit bonus. So that's 20% paid back to you in the form of a futures bonus, which means you can take that 400 USDT and take trades on the platform. Whatever profit you make from that 400, you get to keep in your trading account. You can withdraw it. You can do whatever you want with it. But it's literally $400 that you can ape in on a trade. And if you make 2-3 R on that, you're making $1,200 that you get to keep all of that. So it's a really good incentive right now if you're a new user. I'll put the link below to sign up, and thank you to all the people who have signed up recently. It really does support my content and allows me to make these videos, and you're trading on the best platform in the world. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to shoot me a DM. Let's get back to the video. So first of all, on Solana, we had the new monthly open a few days ago. It came down into that area and provided a really nice setup. I'm a little upset I missed this one actually, because looking back, it looks really clean because we also had the golden pocket from right here. So you see these two white lines mixed with the monthly open. This would have been a really good trade like that. However, we missed it, but just something to reflect on for you guys so you understand how these trades could be taken. But what I do want to show you is we have some pretty significant liquidity up here on the top left area around 219, which got front ran on that first high, right? Not to mention, if you pull your golden pocket from up here, you can see that this also got front ran on the initial tap of it, right? So we have a liquidity, we have a golden pocket, and we have this wedge pattern that's forming, right? So far we have one touch of the wedge, two touch of the wedge, and potentially we'll get our third touch of the wedge. Now that could be the last touch of the wedge before some downside, right? Now I don't want to scare anybody, but this is just what I'm kind of seeing in the charts. Maybe even a little bit looser stop loss to be safe. And then you can target the monthly open at least. I'm not saying we're going to nuke all the way down here, but this is a big zone that I've been looking at. So yeah, see if you guys have any confluence on Solana. But it's that kind of 3 drives pattern that I always like, and it will activate around another high. Solana's been pretty strong today though compared to most of the other coins. So keep that in mind. But another interesting kind of confluence is they're planning to release the Solana Treasury. And so I feel like a lot of people are front running that news. And then once it actually releases, it could be a kind of buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. So yeah, that's Solana. I have not looked at ETH. So let's just look at ETH real quick. ETH looks ETH looks crazy. I don't even know what to say. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So now we're in the middle of the range right here. We held the point of control today. You can see that right there. Nice tap. Honestly, there's nothing for me to trade on here. This long down here would have been good. But it's really interesting because if you see this line right here, this was the main liquidity. And it front ran that. And it dropped. Same thing down here. This low was the main liquidity, and it front ran that and went up. So one of these sides is going to break, and whatever side it does break, I think will be the fake out. So if we do drop down here, I'd look for longs in this area, or if we're extremely bearish, this has been a big zone that I've talked about on the channel, around 3,800. And then likewise, I think if we just get like a big candle out of nowhere, because of all these like built up liquidity points, I do think that it can just sweep and then come down. That would be kind of my main scenario. But yeah, really not much to say on ETH with these candles. I mean, it's actually ridiculous. And I feel bad for people trying to trade the low time frames. What I did catch on ETH was this low right here. I longed it. My stop was here. Caught that. And then actually this short right here on the first golden pocket tap, my stop loss was up here. And so I caught that move down. So that's the nice trades I've taken on ETH. But I don't feel comfortable taking any more until we actually sweep a liquidity point. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Make sure to check out Bit2Next, like, subscribe, follow on Twitter. Thanks for coming back to the channel. You know, I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you can share the videos, that would really mean a lot to me. I've been trying to be pretty consistent on here. So hopefully you all enjoy the videos. Leave questions below. I'll see if I can get to them. And I'll see you all in the next video.